Imagine for a moment that you've just woken up after a long night's sleep. As you get up and start your morning routine, you can't help but feel a sense of déjà vu. You try to shake it off and focus on the day ahead, but then something strange happens. You're watching the news when a famous movie quote is displayed on the screen, but it doesn't match what you remember. You shrug it off as a simple mistake until you start noticing other discrepancies. The logo of a brand you recognize looks slightly different than you remember. Even the outcome of a historic event you witnessed firsthand seems to have changed. At first, you think you're losing your mind, but as the day goes on, these unsettling changes become more frequent and harder to ignore. You question everything you thought you knew and began to wonder, am I the only one experiencing these shifts in reality? Or is there something more at play here? As you delve deeper into this mystery, you discover that you're not alone. Others have experienced similar changes, but they seem so bizarre and random that it is hard to believe they were anything more than a coincidence. But then you come across an article about the Mandela Effect, a term used to describe these shared false memories. And suddenly, everything begins to make sense. Could it be possible that we are constantly shifting between parallel universes without even realizing it? Is the Mandela Effect proof of a multiverse where alternate realities are just a quantum leap away? These questions have kept me up at night, wondering if our world is as solid as we think. If we could prove that we are linked to other universes, it would change everything we know about reality. The implications would be profound, shaking the very foundations of science and philosophy. But what if we already have? In this episode, we will delve deep into the fascinating world of quantum physics and explore the possibility that the Mandela Effect is evidence of our entanglement with other universes. Join me on this journey as we uncover the truth behind this mysterious phenomenon. The idea that our universe is made up of multiple realities existing simultaneously has been around for centuries. However, it was not until the 20th century that scientists began to take these theories seriously. One of the first people to propose a model for a multiverse was Austrian physicist Erwin Schrödinger, who suggested that all possible realities coexist in a state of superposition. This means that every time a decision is made or a random event occurs, the universe splits into multiple timelines, each representing a different outcome. Another prominent supporter of the multiverse theory is Hugh Everett III, an American physicist who developed the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics. According to this theory, every time a quantum event occurs, such as the collapse of a wave function, the universe splits into multiple parallel universes, each representing a different possible outcome. But why do we find ourselves shifting between these parallel universes? Some believe that it is our consciousness that causes these shifts, while others argue that it is simply a matter of chance. Proponents of the former theory suggest that our thoughts and intentions create ripples in the quantum foam, causing the universe to adapt and align with our expectations. On the other hand, those who support the chance-based argument contend that the shifts are simply a result of random fluctuations in the quantum vacuum. But what evidence do we have to support either of these theories? While there is no direct evidence to prove or disprove the existence of parallel universes, some argue that the Mandela Effect can be interpreted as a form of quantum entanglement between alternate realities. Entanglement is a strange and mysterious phenomenon in which two or more quantum particles become linked together in such a way that they share the same fate, regardless of the distance between them. When one particle is measured, the state of the other particle is immediately determined, even if it is light years away. Some believe that this interconnectedness extends beyond our own universe, and that we are constantly entangled with parallel universes. One way to reconcile the Mandela Effect with quantum mechanics is to suggest that our memories are stored in these parallel universes. Every time a new memory is created, it is sent out into the multiverse, where it is received by a version of ourselves living in a slightly different reality. This means that we are constantly shifting between different timelines in order to retrieve our memories. But we are not aware of these transitions because they occur on a quantum level. When we experience the Mandela Effect, it is because we are accessing a memory that belongs to a different universe. This can happen when the conditions in our universe align with those of another reality, allowing the memory to slip through the cracks and become part of our own timeline. For example, if a particular event occurred in a parallel universe that is similar to ours, but not identical, the memories associated with that event can leak into our reality and cause us to experience the Mandela Effect. One of the most commonly cited examples of the Mandela Effect is the misremembering of the Berenstain Bears as the Berenstain Bears. Proponents of the multiverse theory suggest that this is because the memory of the correct spelling is located in a parallel universe that is slightly different from our own. When our universe aligns with this alternate reality, the memory is able to cross over and affect our perception of the spelling of the phrase. Another popular example is the misremembering of the movie, The Wizard of Oz. Many people vividly recall the Wicked Witch of the West, only to be surprised when they rewatch the film and realize that the character's name is actually spelled Glenn. This discrepancy can be explained by the multiverse theory. which suggests that the memory of the Wicked Witch of the West belongs to a parallel universe that is slightly different from our own. When our universe aligns with this alternate reality, the memory is able to cross over and affect our perception of the spelling of the character S name. However, it is important to note that there is no scientific consensus on the validity of the Mandela effect or its potential connection to parallel universes. Skeptics argue that the discrepancies can be explained by the unreliability of human memory and the influence of social factors, such as the availability, heuristic, and the bandwagon effect. One alternative explanation for the Mandela effect is that it is a result of false memories created by confabulation is a psychological defense mechanism in which the brain fills in gaps in memory with plausible but inaccurate information. This can occur when important memories are suppressed or repressed due to emotional significance or trauma. For example, if a person has a traumatic experience during childhood, they may later fill in the gaps in their memory with false details that are consistent with their emotional state at the time. Another factor that can contribute to the Mandela effect is the availability heuristic, which is a mental shortcut that relies on easily accessible information. When making decisions or forming opinions, people often rely on the availability heuristic, which can lead to biased judgments. For example, if a person is exposed to media coverage of a plane crash, they may overestimate the likelihood of dying in a plane crash in general. Similarly, if a person is reminded of a vivid memory that is consistent with the Mandela effect, they may be more likely to believe that the discrepancy is real. Finally, the bandwagon effect can also play a role in the persistence of the Mandela effect. The bandwagon effect refers to the tendency for individuals to adopt beliefs or behaviors that are popular or widespread. When people hear others sharing their false memories, they may be more likely to believe that the discrepancies are real and join the trend. As we continue to investigate the Mandela effect, it is important to keep in mind these alternative explanations and consider the possibility that there may be other factors at play. While the multiverse theory is a fascinating concept, it is crucial to rely on evidence and critical thinking when evaluating extraordinary claims. Further research and open-minded discussion are needed to fully understand the complexities of the Mandela effect and its potential causes. So what do you think? Is the Mandela effect evidence of parallel universes? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.